Good evening.
So,
Is that your second coffee of the day? I just thought about that.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is really good. I've spent way too much money.
What is it?
The brown sugar cinnamon latte.
Oh, Sly.
Second one today. And then I also bought a panini too.
Oh, I had a panini too. It was
So I
delicious.
spent quite a bit of money today. We're not going to talk about it.
ma'am.
But anyways, so today is the 7th episode, I believe.
I think so.
So yeah, we're just kind of shoot and just talk about things.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to talk about.
I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot of things going on, and
oh, good. You're gonna carry this entire episode.
So now I'm kind of like pooping my pants, being like, "Why do I have to actually make decisions and like be an adult? Like this is stupid."
Please don't ever say that you're gonna poop your pants in my ears again.
No, I'm gonna poop my pants. Anywho, so for context, I am about to graduate, as we have been saying. That's the point of the podcast
we're
is
both
that
gonna graduate. We have 5
in-
weeks left.
I don't want to hear it. Don't say that out loud. So I have been looking for a place to live and for a place to work. I found a place to live in the capital of the state, which I was very much like, we want to be near the capital of the state, but I didn't want to go to the capital of the state because I thought that was icky and also expensive. But then we found a like first floor of a house to rent that was like reasonably priced and had all the things under the sun.
You said
and
first
then
floor?
some. Yep.
Dang. So you don't have to worry about tripping up and down stairs.
I know. We have like 2 or
With
3
your little
steps,
legs.
I think, and then that's it.
Your little legs.
Yeah. To sum it up, it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. One of the rooms is going to be used by my boyfriend as a home office. Because
Yeah,
he
I figured that the other one would
edits
be.
and does all that.
Or
poop
hear
all
me
the
out.
time.
You throw all of his equipment out and I move in.
Good luck with that.
It'd be funny.
It would be funny, but good luck with that. Anywho, has a actual full-size kitchen. For context, we live in the teeny tiniest little apartment you'll ever see in your life right now.
I don't
So
know
we
how.
have, like, a
I don't
little
know how
nook
he
as a
lives in
kitchen.
there because he's
I don't
6'1" and I can barely even move around in there, and I'm 5'5".
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he's living in that
I don't
apartment
either.
right now.
And he's getting a lot more frustrated now that we have like confirmed that we're getting this new apartment, if you want to call it that.
Why is he getting frustrated?
Because he's like, I can't wait to be able to like,
oh,
move around or whatever, basically.
to breathe.
To breathe.
It's
to have a nice
small.
size
It is small in
fridge
there.
and all that. But it is teeny tiny. It's
Also,
like less than 300
The step
square
up
feet.
to your bathroom is crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it, but it worked for the year that we were here. Like that's all we needed was a cheap place to live that did the job, and it did the job. And
So
it was
when
cheap.
do you move there?
So our lease technically starts tomorrow. So it has already started by the time you're hearing this. But because I said that we're definitely not moving in until at least after I graduate, he said that he would split the rent with us for this month. So we're only paying half of it. And then we fully take over May 1st. And then we are going to move in probably like mid-May after I graduate.
Well, yeah, because you graduate on the 10th.
Yeah.
So
So that's where we're at. Anyways, it has the 2-bed, 1-bath. The bathroom, the floor is heated, and you can put it on a timer, so it's nice and warm right before you wake up, but it's not going all night. And then we have a kitchen, actually full-size kitchen with a dishwasher and a double sink and so much storage, so many cabinets, and a fridge that has an ice maker already built into it. For context, I love chomping on ice. It's my favorite activity. And also just a decent size so we can actually fit more than like a week's worth of food in there. Not that we really get more than a week's worth of food in there, but it like gets really squished by the time everything's in. And then we have a laundry room, which I'm very excited about because I'm the type of person that I'll do laundry at like 10 o'clock at night, and the laundromat that we use closes at 11. So it's not really super possible to do that frequently. So now it's going to be possible. And then we have a whole basement. Granted, I guess that's kind of going to be shared with the people that move in upstairs whenever they do that.
that's where I'm going to live.
But yeah, that is where you're going to live. But in theory, we have a basement. And then we have a whole 2-door garage, which he originally was going to split between us and the upstairs people. But I guess he decided after that he doesn't want to split it. So it's going to be all ours, plus the 2 parking spots outside the garage. And we also have a sunroom, so people can leave their dirty shoes and not drag dirt into our home.
I still will do that.
I'm sure you will. And then obviously a living room and heating and cooling and all that fun jazz. So it's a very nice place. And we get to go see it again when we sign the lease tomorrow, which I'm very excited about because we have done a lot of planning in our brains, and it's going to be nice to actually like, be able to measure things and whatever. But yeah, So that's the new apartment. My qualms with the two places that I applied to work. So the first one would be ideal location-wise because it is literally 5 minutes away from there. Downside, I don't really like their program, and they kind of gave me the ick a few times, which
Which at this point, what doesn't give you the ick?
honestly, yes. And part of me thinks that part of the ick was that I already had a bad taste in my mouth about them. So I keep being like, it's an ick, it's an ick. So maybe if I didn't already have that thought about them, it wouldn't have been such a big deal.
Do you have like a paperclip or
But-
something?
Huh?
Do you have a paperclip on you or
I
something?
do not.
I want to clean out my speakers on my phone because it's nasty in here. Oh my god.
That sounds like a later problem.
Mm.
Anywho, their program, basically, you apply for one of the 3 pathways, and you're basically stuck in it for the entire year. And then once you're done with the program, you can either transfer somewhere else or stay in that one. But you also don't really get to go explore other places, which I was like, like it could work, especially because it's only a few minutes away. But I
Is
was
this
also
the
like,
one that has the graduate, like after you graduate program? Is that what that is?
Both of the ones have that,
They
and I
both do?
applied to both for that. But I was kind of like, I'm not really feeling that. Like, I would like to at least try a couple different things. Versus the other one, the issue with it is it's 40 minutes away.
Ew.
Yeah, that's my one and only issue. That other than that, I love
Wait,
it.
where?
It's in. So she's a little bit of a drive away. That being said, a lot of people do drive a good distance away. People say they like to do like a half hour so they have some time to either decompress after their shift or like get hyped up for their shift.
Listen to a
Which I can-
podcast
Exactly.
like ours.
The Nurse John podcast.
No, ours.
That one too.
You listen to
but
your own
the Nurse
voice.
John podcast. No, I can't listen to my own voice. I've not listened to a single one because the sound of my voice
I
makes
gotta,
me cringe.
I gotta show you something when we're done with this.
Okay. I'm concerned.
It's just the views that
Oh.
we've had on ours,
Did we
which
have a
are
lot of views?
shocking. Yeah, I've had like 19 views on one of
For
them,
real?
and like 14 on another, 10 on another. I'm like, people are actually watching this, which means that, like I said, I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but I had seen that there were people watching them.
Mm.
If you didn't know, we kind of just did this for fun and just posted it, just be like, whatever, we can watch it again or whatever. If people want to watch it, who cares? Like, but there are people who are actually watching them, and I'm like, oh my god,
That's kind of crazy.
that means it's coming up on people's like page, being like, we think you would like this. Why? Why
don't
is
know.
anyone watching
As
this?
long as it doesn't
Why is
go
anyone
on
watching
on
any
my
of this?
families, that's fine by me.
Oh, my mom started listening to the first one, and she went, it's over an hour long. I said, that's what podcasts are, Mom.
So anyways, the other place, other than it being 40 minutes away, I like their program. They pay a little more as the actual starting. They pay a little less as a differential, which is fine. Just some things to like put in my brain. But they have, I think, let me pull it up. I think it's like 8 different pathways. Hold on.
8 different pathways, like ER versus ICU versus
Yeah.
like that.
And you don't like actually start out in them, but you like can go shadow and get going on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. But the other place, it was med-surg, maternity, and hospice, I think. And this one is med-surg, maternity, intermediate care, intensive care, emergency room, and post-anesthesia care, which I personally think are a little bit cooler. Personally, a part of me keeps going back to ER. I don't know what it is about it.
That
like
plus
maybe I'm
the
just-
fact that they have more options that you can look at.
yeah, that, and it's not like you can only do one and that's it, because you don't have to apply for a specific one. You just start out in one of them, which I was just on the call with them, and I was offered not one but 2 different places, because normally people start at med-surg, but they offered me that along with another one. So it'll be my pick, and it'll be nights, so I get that night shift differential, which is going to be a nice paycheck coming in, I'm just saying.
But the thing is do you want to drive 40 minutes at like 6 in the afternoon and then
that's my only thing.
40
is
minutes again at 7 a.m.?
past 7 a.m. realistically. But
Whatever.
yeah, after a 12-hour shift. That's my only thing. Other than that, I love them. So like I said, they have those pathways. They they seemed a little nicer answering my questions, in my humble opinion. But maybe that's just me. And then my other thing between the two hospitals, the one that is near us that I didn't particularly love is 3 floors in the capital of the state.
It's a 3-floor hospital, and
3
that's it.
floors. Like, I pulled up for my interview, and I was like, that's all of it? Like, I've driven past
Maybe
it
it's
before, but I've never, like,
no,
gotten
'cause
close to it.
Because knowing the name of it, it's got to be like the main one, which is concerning that it's
You
that
would
small.
think. That's what I thought. And then I pulled up, and I was like, huh?
Unless if they have like other locations.
I think they do, but so does the other hospital, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Like,
That's
But,
weird.
like, that's the main location of it. So I was like, that's a little...
That's weird. That's the
Interesting.
main location, and it's only 3 floors.
And
though.
my other thing was, you're in the capital of the state, and you're that small. Like, I mean, you do you, boo. Don't get me wrong.
we have like
I'm not pooping on that.
and-
It was just a little interesting.
not you censoring yourself. That's
I'm
crazy.
trying to make your life a little easier. You're welcome.
Thank you. But literally like my state capital
Mm-hmm.
has in the vicinity of within like maybe like 3-mile radius of each other 7 hospitals,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously like there's like the children's hospital.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Hasbro Children's Hospital
Mhm.
there. That and like the main one that you'll see, and maybe the other main-ish one that you'll see, are all at least like massive, like
Mhm.
skyscraper, like have to be at least
Right.
20 floors. Like,
And I am from Massachusetts, so I was expecting that it would be like at least somewhat on par with MassGen. Like, not as big as MassGen, because MassGen is MassGen. But I was like, oh, like it'll be
But yeah,
a decent size. And
like
then I
Rhode
pulled
Island,
up with
Rhode Island
3 floors.
Hospital
I
is
was like,
huge.
oh, interesting.
I've been in it a couple times. I'm like, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
lost.
So, anyways,
Because even the time that we went to for you had to get that security badge or whatever.
oh yeah,
I thought we were gonna get lost. We did actually.
I think we did. Yeah.
We did a little bit.
Yeah. So the hospital that I've been doing my clinicals and such at has at least 8 floors. I don't remember off the top of my head
It's
exactly.
huge.
So
But
it's
then
a pretty
again,
good size.
I think every hospital is pretty huge,
Yeah.
except apparently a 3-floor hospital.
I'm telling you, I literally pulled up and I was like, I thought there was more to it. But apparently not. Anyways, beside the point. The other hospital does have a decent amount of floors. I don't exactly know because I haven't actually been there. But, like, from the pictures of what it looks like, it's definitely more than 3 floors. Which I also kind of like the vibe of that. Because on the one hand, I know that having a small hospital, you're like a small community and yada yada. But a bigger hospital, you have more opportunities to do things.
you got to beef with the other departments.
Yeah, okay.
I think that'd be funny.
And then the other thing is they have already brought up, like, once the first year is done of when I would, like...
From when you start the program?
Yeah. After that's done, I can apply to do some professional development stuff to, expand my knowledge and whatnot. And...
With your pea-sized brain?
Yes. And I told both of them that I have experience in patient care and a second language under my belt, and they both said no to, like, extra from the get-go. But this place was like, we can't offer you anything more now, but you can do these professional development, and you'd be more, like, eligible or whatever to actually do
Get
it.
higher
and
money.
then
Yeah.
Not only would you get more experience, but then you'd also get more money, obviously. So... I guess
And then
was
I
a
roll
good
in
thing.
and I sue you.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Imagine I decided to do medical malpractice instead.
That would be really funny. I don't think you'd like it.
No, I wouldn't.
So instead of just saying no, basically, they were like, not right now, but here are some options, which I also like. So I'm like, I mean, the other place didn't even offer me a job, so not like I really have much of a choice, but I was already kind of set on this one. So now I feel like I just have to, like, make the leap and just do it. But now I'm
For
kind
the
of like
which one?
the one that's 40 minutes away.
Mm.
So now I feel like I just have to just do it and suffer the
I think
consequences.
I
but
think you'd like it.
I think I would too.
I think you'd rather do that because I just know from what I've heard for about the other one that's closer to you that you'd just be straight up miserable.
Yeah. They also did fire a lot of people recently, like in the last month, which as if I didn't already have a bad taste in my mouth about them, that made it even worse.
Yeah, but do you know why?
Budget cuts of some sort.
Which makes sense. Sometimes that
It does.
happens.
And, And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole bunch of people because of the same reason. And MassGen also fired a whole
Interesting.
It's just like the job security, I guess, for the current moment. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because granted, it could happen at any hospital, any moment. But if you just did
Imagine
it,
you get fired before you even start. Be
absolutely not.
crazy.
I would have so many issues.
Riot.
And then also, obviously, worst comes to worst, if I end up hating all of the above, I can always stay at the job that I currently have, just in a different location. Because there is one down in the capital, and then also near otherwise. And I think she said the other nearest one is like less than half an hour away, which I could also pretty easily do, especially if I'm considering 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
But those are my current thoughts. I have had so many thoughts going through my brain about this whole situation, specifically in the last couple of weeks, because this is when it's all come to a head, and I think my brain's about to explode, and I am just ready to be done and just figure it out. Like, I wish somebody could just tell me do this and not give me a choice, which I kind of no longer have a choice, but I also am kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Isn't it crazy? We have like 40 days until we graduate.
I don't want to hear it. Also, I took my second big exam in the class that we all hate, and it did not go well.
Shocking.
Like, at all. Like, the first one actually went half decently. Like, I got where they were expecting us to score. And then this one went terribly. And granted, I'm not the only one that did terribly. I I looked at the stats, and at least a quarter of us also did not do great. But I was like, so now I'm like putting in all the what if grades and seeing what I need to get on all the other things. And I am stressed in general, but also I don't know how, granted it's only worth 5% of our grade, but I don't know how this one section of our grading thing works. And then one of them, as long as you show up, you get 100, so I'm fine with that. And then the remediation, pretty much as long as you do it, I guess you get points for it. But I'm stressed because now it's not like I can get whatever and still pass. It's I need to get at least a whatever to pass. So I'm a little stressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So, when are we getting married?
No.
Why not?
No.
When are we getting promise rings?
No.
What do you mean no? You wanted a promise ring.
Not from you.
Yes, from me. I'm better. I mean, hello. Look at me. I'm way better looking than your man. Imagine you agreed with that. I feel like that'd be a little concerning for you to do. But it'd be funny.
It would be funny. Also, we still need to figure out grad outfits and take
Shoot,
pictures
yeah.
and such.
I was talking to
With no money in my bank
I was
account.
talking to
Mm-hmm.
about doing father-son
Love.
photos because that'd be really funny.
I think you should.
Dude, I don't know if you heard her, but when she came over to my parents on Saturday, because I was talking to my parents, and then I saw her, so I brought her over. I was like, oh, this is, my friend, whatever. And she goes, this is my son. I go, she's my dad.
How'd your dad feel about that?
My mom looks at my dad and goes, guess you're off the hook. And he goes, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so
That's funny.
that's fine. I'm okay with that. Anyways.
What are your thoughts? You're trying to do an internship, right?
Yeah. I'm basically just waiting to I'm waiting to hear from the state house at home. I had cuz my mom's best friend, or one of her best friends, knows somebody who used to work in the state house. I don't think she still does, but I emailed her, sent her my my LinkedIn and my resume, and was like, hey, I'm looking for the internship, for a summer internship. A little late because they were kind of already full, so there was already a wait list and everything. But she then texted me and was like, hey, I sent it to this person. They'll be better to help you with it. Cool. And then 2-3 weeks ago, I got a call. I was actually in here for whatever reason. I got a call from the person that they had sent it to, being like, hey, yeah, I saw your resume. I'm going to send you to the person who's actually in charge of the internships here.
Love.
So if you get a call from the state house, don't freak out. I was like, cool, great. And that was, like I said, 3 weeks ago, and I haven't heard from them yet.
Ooh.
But hopefully soon. And so that means if I have to stop the podcast to pick it up, I will be stopping the podcast to pick it up.
Perfect.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'd be, yep. I mean, not that I really want to do like governmental work, I guess, but it's still experience.
Mhm.
And like a lot of law schools usually always recommend having experience. Bless you.
Thank you.
It was a cough.
It was a cough.
But usually they like recommend you having experience just because, you know, so you understand what you're getting into, having some experience under your belt and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully. I mean, I also was reaching out to people I know, seeing if they knew any lawyers and if they've heard back, and I haven't had anything else there, but hopefully I can get an internship soon because it'd be great to not have to get a job that pays me bare minimum and a job that I don't want to do anymore.
Mhm.
Because, yeah, I don't want to do that. That'd be stupid.
Mhm.
I don't want to graduate.
I don't either.
I
But I
think,
also wanna
like
get outta
I
here.
want to get out of here, but the thought of me being, like, an actual adult is crazy.
Mhm.
So, like, I'm kind of like, well, law school, 3 more years. So I don't have to face being an adult. I don't want to start paying taxes. Well, I do. Well,
I was gonna say, don't
I
you
haven't
pay
actually
taxes?
paid taxes. I've been paid. But once I
Oh.
start, like, actually having a job that I have to pay, I don't want to have to pay bills. I don't want to have to do that. Let me just be stupid and waste, like, $40 on a pair of roller skates. Like, let me just have fun.
Yeah, if you make good money,
Why
you can
would
still
we
do that.
grow up and be adults? Like, that's so dumb.
Mhm.
Can I be, like, 12 again?
No.
No. Can I be, like, 8 again?
No.
That was a fun time. It's when I was doing the web series, I think. I was about 8 years old. 7 or 8. Probably. I don't know. I can't do math. Because it was happening in 2014. So I was in 5th grade. I don't know. But yeah. Still haven't heard anything back from that guy either about the the series, the TV series thing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too. And then he just popped up on my Instagram because we follow each other. And he's doing other things. He's doing like music videos and stuff. And I'm like, oh, cool, that's cool. But I'm like, can you just give me a job? I need money. And also, I want to be a little less responsible than going to law school first. Give me adult money, please.
Dude, I'm so fucking ready for adult money.
Why? Why did you say that?
I'm ready for the adult money. I'm ready to not be stressed every 5 seconds being like, ah.
You're still going to go,
I
ha!
probably will. But it'll be less justified. Because I'm not going to say it out loud, but I want to do the math on how much I'll be making. Because if I do accept that job, it'll be night shift. So it'll be plus the differential. For
Okay.
one shift before taxes for just 12 hours. So not counting if I come in early or leave late.
Mm-hmm.
She's not looking.
I'm not paying attention. Why would I care? What is that
One
for?
12-hour shift. And that's if I don't come in early or leave late
Can I
before
come with you?
taxes. This is how much I make in 2 shifts pretty much.
Can I come with you? Imagine we
No.
work together.
That'd
It's
be
like
crazy.
it's like I've seen those TikToks of like I think they're like nursing students, for example, or whatever, where they're like, "This is not a 2-person job." Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I'll do like the legal filmy stuff, and you
There
can
is no
do.
legal filmy stuff. The only legal filmy stuff that we might have is taking wound pictures.
It's like forensic photography.
Yeah.
Cute. Yay. That sounds like a hoot for me. I definitely want to do that. We had a in my pre-law class on Friday. We had like a special, like a guest speaker.
Did I take my notebook?
I don't know. We had a special, like a guest speaker
guess I
talking
didn't.
about like some stuff and like having to like expert witnesses like on the stand basically, and just like how you determine this and looking at that and stuff like that. It was really cool. And then my teacher today was like, we might bring in like a state van that does like all of like the crime labby stuff. And I was like, cool, I've already been in one of those before, kind of, but slightly different, because we did that with one of the like departments of the state police. So I've actually seen the inside of it, and she was like, yeah, those are different, but like that's so cool. And I was like, yeah, the only experience I have with legal stuff so far has to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
It was filming something for them, a client video. But I don't know, it was pretty cool. And yeah, so she said if we have time that she'll try to bring them in. I'm like, good, you should. You should also bring in these people that I already know and be like, hey, remember me? No, you don't. I didn't think so. What's going on with you?
I'm texting my uncle. I keep forgetting to text him
Why do you need to text your uncle?
so he can look over the lease
No. Why is he looking over the lease for you?
because he's an adult.
Okay. So is your aunt. So are your parents. So is your grandparents. What, do you not like your grandparents? Like, what's going
I
on?
do like my grandparents. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, stop giving me that look. You know what I mean? Like, why him specifically?
Because according to my brother, he has more experience with it or whatever.
Does he just jump from apartment to apartment or something? Like, why is he the professional in this?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyways. So, sneaky.
I don't know. What is that? Just kidding.
What is it, like, bad? Basically telling you that you failed out of nursing school or something?
No, I'm not failing out of nursing school yet.
Damn it.
Thanks. But if you do bad on an exam, you usually have to go talk with your professor and then also sometimes with your advisor, depending on the situation.
Well, does that mean that, like, your whole class is going to have to talk to your professor?
At least a quarter.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, the fact that, like, at least a fourth of your class has to talk to your professor. How many people are in that class?
You think I fucking know off the top of my head? Sorry. Do you think I freaking know off the top of my head?
At that point, don't even bother fixing yourself.
Let me see if I can find it.
Because, like... Dude, also, you know what was great today? Not having to wake up for course registration.
I know. I forgot that was even a thing.
Real.
I have only gotten,
Until I saw, like,
an
a couple
email
people
about
on
it
their
that went
stories
to
talking
everyone.
about it, and I was like, haha, losers. Imagine having to wake up for that. What a loser.
60. So
So there's
at least
60
15 of
people,
us.
which means that at least, literally, like,
At least 15 of us.
that's stupid. Like, that should be a sign that
We should not be using this program.
or like the fact that, like, maybe you should review something. Like, I get you're supposed to, like, have things in your brain to be able to be a
here's the thing.
nurse, but also
We have kind of been reviewing things. It's just that half the time the way that this program asks us questions doesn't make sense.
yeah.
And also some of their answers are wonky. Like I remember we were reviewing one of our quizzes and we were going over this one question and she was like, all right, so what's the so this is the right answer. And we were like, see, that's what we thought too, but this program said it's not. And she was like, really? Disregard that question. And I was like, respectfully, we do still have to answer this correctly. So but I also don't know. I really hope they're not surprised because, like I said,
There's a
quarter of
paperclip
the
right here.
class failed last year.
Is this worth stealing this from them? What? What if I just steal that paperclip real quick? Except
You
I'm
do,
gonna
bro.
probably unbend it and then have to rebend it again.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I had another thought and I lost it while you were talking. I don't have any thoughts. I'm just stressed. I also keep hitting the microphone with my lip. I'm so sorry. I'm stressed.
Let's just pretend that never happened, because I might have to, like, get an actual phone cleaning kit. Oop. Which I'll look up in a second. What What are you looking? What is that phase for?
I'm trying to do math in my brain.
You can't do math though.
I can. I just don't like to.
You cannot do math.
I got an A, an A minus in my classes here.
It's so quiet in here now. Is that weird to say, the Q word? Except it's not in the context of a hospital or anything medical like that. So
Yeah.
what if I walk into your place of employment right now and just say it?
I would be chucking you off the.
Well, you're not working.
Roof. Yeah, but I like my coworkers. At least
Yeah, but
most
they
of
don't
them.
know that I know you.
I'm pretty sure they do by now.
I've gone in there for 2 seconds one time.
Exactly.
Been like, hey, give it to short Jess.
Give it to short dress. Who was working today? That's the real question.
Anyways,
No, I like these people. You can't do that to them.
yeah, I can.
My bestie's working.
I can do whatever I want to
You
them.
can't do that to my bestie.
I'm manifesting them getting it busy.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I should go in and work instead of going to student gov.
I was thinking about not going to school. I just don't want to go.
I was about this close to just picking up a shift tomorrow, like all day, and then not doing the meet the candidates. And then I was like, ugh, I think I'm the one running it. I kind of have to.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Unless if I went, but I don't want to do that.
I mean, I'm
Don't
pretty
make
sure
me
you're
do
supposed to go either way, but
No, I don't. I could be there to be supportive, but I don't
Yeah.
need to be there. I'm not running.
as current e-board, I think you should.
Should. Not have to. I bet you is not gonna go. I bet you he
I
won't.
don't know.
I know it for a fact.
I don't know. We'll see.
And running. Yeah. I bet you the people who aren't. I just know for a fact that one person won't go. And then be like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, I've been posting about it all week. What do you mean? Not really, but whatever.
Anywho, in other news, do you think I should do regular med-surg that most people start out in, or do the specialty that I'm currently on for my partnership?
What are you currently doing? What? I mean, do you want to do that, or do you want to?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, in case you haven't noticed. I don't necessarily. I know I don't want to do med-surg long term. I have liked the floor that I'm currently on, but that also could be just because I like the people there. And obviously it'll be different people in the other place, which I granted could still like. There is, I guess, more stuff that goes into the floor that I'm currently on. But I feel like because I already do have some experience with it, maybe it wouldn't be as, like, much of a learning curve.
I need this person to shut up. Like, disrespectfully shut the fuck up.
Is it the
Like,
same person you always complain about?
yes. Like, so for workshop, we have a shoot tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and we're using the
Mm-hmm.
elevator
Mm-hmm.
and the boiler room
Mm-hmm.
because we need it for our shoot. So the director said make signs for the elevator and just, like, you know, tell them that, like, anyone who doesn't need it, like, please use the stairs. Anyone who does need it, please, like, let us know. Blah, 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 blah. So I jokingly was saying things like being like, get away, like, we don't want you here. Why are you here? Blah, 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 blah. Even though it's like, we're starting to film at like 2:00 on Tuesday. Like, on a Tuesday. So there are going to be classes.
Right.
And obviously I'm joking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this person just goes, just saying, like, that we've received prior, like, being, like, serious about it, which I know, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also being serious about, like, actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I was jokingly being like, get away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just, whatever. And then I was saying how, yeah, we talked to, because somebody had asked if it was okay that we could film there. I said, yeah, we talked to security. Just, you know, we need to consider those that do need the elevator. Just, you know, keep in mind. And then they go, so we should just specify that anyone who has a disability that needs it is cool, otherwise not to. No kidding. That's literally what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of other people who are like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just common sense, dude. Like, stop being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm obviously joking.
Common sense is not very common sense anymore.
No, literally. Like, I'm obviously joking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking it very seriously because, one, we need to finish this project to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
We literally automatically fail if there's no finished product. Everyone. Not just me. Not just them. Not just whatever. Everyone. Even if we do our hours, which, by the way, I'm over my hours already.
Period.
So I could just stop going. I could just stop caring. No, I'm not going to do that because I committed to this project for the full semester. I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just, people just need to be not stupid. But yeah, so like, so, you know, we should go out soon. When do you, well, I still have technically an hour. We still technically have 2 hours until, you know, we could go look around if you want to.
Where?
Going like shopping for grad
Forgot
stuff.
about that already. We could. We probably should because
We should, because knowing us, it's going to get busy and it's going to get chaotic.
yeah. And I was trying to find some stuff on Amazon of things I might like, and I
want to wear my roller skates to
everything.
graduation. Cross the
that'd be
stage.
funny. I kind of want to get something in person too, though, because
Yeah.
Amazon or any
That,
online
and it's
something.
it's
has
easier
been
to try
bad for
on.
me. Yeah.
And then Amazon, it's going to be a pain to have to return it if it doesn't fit.
Yeah. I am so bad at returning things. I got a jumpsuit during Black Friday from literally Marshalls. Like, I live, 5-10 minutes away from a Marshalls? You think I returned that bitch? Hell no.
You're weird.
It's still, I think, laying somewhere in my closet.
Is it too
And
big or
it's
is it
a little too big, and it also just is not flattering on my body type.
What does it look like? Do you have a photo?
I might have like the email. of
I'm
the
always
receipt
down
or
for like a
something.
jumpsuit. They're cute.
I feel like it might be big on you if it's big on me.
If it's big on you, I hope not. I'm like significantly taller than you.
I mean big like size wise, not big like tall wise.
Well, I do have a fat, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so you should probably go do that. How long?
Why do they send me an email every single freaking day?
Who?
Marshalls.
I don't know.
Like, I'm still in January and I've been scrolling for a sec here. Ah, are you freaking kidding me?
Or have this due back at midnight. Okay, that's not that bad.
What are you thinking for your grad outfit?
I don't know. I'd have to like see what I want because obviously like our I almost said cape.
Why?
Not a cape. Our cap and gown's gonna be black.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically anything could like, you know, look good with that. But even so, I'm gonna have to like take photos in it or whatever, so I'm not sure. I think I'm open right now, color wise, style wise. I don't know if I want to do a dress or if I want to do a jumpsuit. Cause you saw my high school graduation, what I wore, right? Underneath my cap and gown.
Okay. It looks like this. It's navy bluish, I believe. Navy blue.
Interesting. It's not that bad.
It's not bad. It was cute. It just doesn't fit me well.
Well, whose fault is that?
My parents. Forgive me the body type that I have.
Well, no.
And the genetics that I
You
have.
should get plastic surgery to become taller.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That's a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
People stretch out their spine or whatever. But yeah, so I'm kind of open to whatever. I'm not really a dress person, but I might wear a dress. We'll see. But like I said, you saw what I wore for high school, right?
Yes, I did.
I looked so good when I had a high school graduation. I think that was like the peak of how good I looked, like in general. As my bangs are being all futzy right now.
Girl.
Dude, you have a boyfriend. Please stop.
And?
Stop it. If you don't want a promise ring from me, you can't flirt with me like that.
Fine. Give me a promise ring.
We also go get promise rings.
That'd be so funny.
with a $4 to my name right now. I'm down bad for money right now. I have like a couple hundred, but like I'm trying to save up.
I am so down bad for money. I am about to pay over $1,800 for rent and down payment for this month, and she's gonna be hurting.
Good. Suffer.
And the thing that pisses me off the most is I literally get paid the next day.
You're fine. Calm down.
And I'm like,
Get
I
over
really. I mean, I am stressing myself out for no reason in general, but also, I'm literally gonna pay the next day, so I'm gonna have like $50 to my name for 24 hours. Why can't I just get paid the day before?
Why is texting?
Oh,
That's
gross.
spooky. I don't like it.
Nasty. Are we taking my car?
Yeah, I don't have my keys on me or anything.
Okay.
I literally only have my AirPods, my wallet, and my sweatshirt on me.
I can repark, so I'm closer.
Oh, they also have games tomorrow night. Why do I feel like I have something to do tomorrow night? Well, besides that, I don't feel like going tomorrow, though.
That'd be a good excuse.
To do that instead of...
No, do ours, but instead of doing that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do this for, like, a portfolio and
Oh.
also for my senior video that I have to do.
JK. Never mind. What time is that at?
Tonight... Well, it's going to happen tonight. Like, I don't know when it starts. I don't know when the first game is. But then tomorrow, his roommate plays at 9, he said.
Oh, so you still have time to go to both.
How long do you think that's going to take tomorrow?
I can't imagine it taking longer than an hour at the very longest.
There's going to be, like, 3 people there.
No, there's going to be 7.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like, in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. If that.
3.
We are getting pizza. So hopefully that'll get a couple more people.
Dude, no. I doubt it. What if I just
If
leave my
not,
hair like
I'm
that?
taking the pizza.
Anyways.
Did I tell you our fridge broke, by the way?
No, I don't think you did.
I brought it up at dinner after he called me because our fridge is broken. The light still works and such, but the actual cooling part doesn't.
So what are you doing with that now?
We put our food outside.
You definitely did, because my mom was definitely asking about doing like a beer cooler or
So
something.
I'm a little concerned about today because today it was a little bit warmer. Not like a poop ton warmer, but a little warmer.
You're fine, probably.
Hopefully. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up.
Okay. I was asking.
We're going to wrap it up. How
Okay,
much time are we
yeah.
at?
Fine, whatever.
I feel like the longer we sit and do these, the more unhinged we get. Like by minute 50, we're...
I don't think
That's
you can
what
hear
it was.
it. Oh, wow. I don't think you can hear it, but I've been just dragging my septum piercing.
I can hear it
You can hear that?
very clearly.
That's crazy.
You can't hear it?
I can because of this. The headphones.
You didn't think I could hear it?
Oh, I can hear it a little bit. But it's quiet.
Oh,
What if I just took a chunk out of that
That'd be
microphone?
a little concerning.
That'd be insane. Insane. Anyways, we're wrapping it up today. This is where we slowly start. It's the part of the movie where they just slowly start descending into madness.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at now.
Yep.
Every episode's gonna get like about 5% more unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, we're gonna go shopping for our grad fits. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See you later. Good night.